Bonjour, Annie. Welcome back, my friends, to Beading with You Know Who. That's right. Today we're going to be beading with Sharon. And we're going to be making like card holders. And we're going to be using 2 different types of stitches and 2 different pieces of leather. One big one, which we'll save for later, that's the backing, and the one that we're going to be working on right this minute. Now for the people who may be a little advanced than some others, we are going to be doing a pleat beading on the front. You can start, that's fine, and go right ahead, and we'll try and catch up the people who do not know how to do the applique beading in right here. So I have 3 different types of beads, and I'm going to make a flower. This is a huge bead that too. It's a yellow bead. We're only needing 1 of those. And also, I love these beads. I absolutely love them. They're little purple ones, and they got it's like a little white spot in the middle, like a pearl. And they're sparkly and they shine. And then last but not least, a kind of a turquoise color that I'm going to use for green for the stem of the flower. Okay, so I'm going to dump. As I said, I only need 1, so 1 yellow one. And then my flower, which is going to be purple, I'm going to put on some purple there. Not too many. And a little bit of green for the stem or the leaves. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I want this to be right in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold it a little bit, just with my fingers. And then see how I got that line down the middle? And then I'm gonna go like this once more. And I'm going to pull across, and then that way you'll see kind of an X. So that right in the middle is where I'm going to start. So I take my beading needle and I'll pull it up, and we're going to put that yellow bead on that we were talking about. Only 1 bead, and that will be the center of our flower. And there it is right there. Now we're going to start the petals of the flower, and that'll be with those pretty and so we're going to come up, you catch this down, and you're going to come right back up on the other side. I'll put my glasses on here. Okay, so for the people who are just starting this, I'm going to put on, we'll start with a low number. As you get more experienced, you can put more on, but for people who are starting, we'll start with 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to take those 4 beads and we're going to wrap it around that yellow bead. And we're going to tack it down on this side. Push your needle through. This will go quite fast once you get the hang of it. And so there. And we're going to come up through the back again. We're going to come up through the middle there. And we're going to go through 2 beads. 1, 2. And that's how we're going to tack it down. So there. We have 4 beads attached. Now we're going to add another 4 on, and we're going to go around again. You know, this works, it can be simple, and yet it'll pull off a nice little design, or else you can get real fancy if you want. But that will work up to fancy at times. But right now I'm just showing you the basics. But I love it even when there's little simple designs that we can use. And sometimes with these you gotta pull because it makes, and I have this little wooden piece that I push through sometimes, and it helps get the needle through. So back up, put 4 down, go down, come up, back up, and then go through 2. Now we're going completely around. So it looks like maybe we could put on 1, 2, maybe 3, but I'm going to try 2 first. See if that'll close up the flower piece here. Yeah, it will. It goes right around there. And I'm going to go right through that last bead that started the whole purple bead process. And I'm going to pull it through. And there we go. Now, I could get fancy and I could make, well, let's try it. I was going to leave it just like that, but I think I will because some people might want to go on. So 4 beads again. And we're going to go out and we're going to make the petal part. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go down. And then come up halfway. And then go through 2. 1, 2. And we're going to go around and we're going to make a curved line here so that it kind of looks like the little petal is coming out. Go down, 4 on, go down to tack it down, come up halfway through, and then go through 2. 1, 2. And then we'll just keep doing that until we go right to the end. Now it's up to you. For you experienced beaders, you might want to fill in the whole thing, this inside part here. But for right now, and because it's a teaching video, I'm just going to leave the insides empty, and I'm going to just the insides of the petal, and I'm just going to outline it, each of the petals. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's not going to take 4. It's only going to take 2. So we're going to take 2 to end that one petal there. Because this is a tiny flower, I might not be able to get all 4 petals on, but we'll see. And you know, that's okay too. You could put 3 petals on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's nice once you get going here too, because you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, go down. Come up in between there, and 2. So it's always kind of the same pattern as you're beading through. 4, 4 down, go back, come up, and then bead down 2 through 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And see how that petal is starting to form now? I'm always amazed at how it turns out at times, because sometimes you can change your mind right in the middle of the beading session, and you might you know, have another idea. Maybe I want the beads to be, you know, filled in here, maybe not, but it's whatever makes you happy. And what do you think will work out the best for you? So 1, 2, 3, 4 again, and this one's going to go right to the end. Put it down that last bead. Come up in the middle. And then go through the 2. 1, 2. You know, I was sitting here talking about how you can hear the birds. Now that I said that, you can't hear them. My mother has a garden out near her house. She lives just beside me. And you can hear all those birds all the time coming over to her garden. She's, you know, she has butterfly bushes and she gets the hummingbirds. I love the orioles. The orioles sound really nice. And you know what's really funny, friends? They're avid bird feeders. They're always putting out little baths for the birds, putting out food for them and water. And my mother feeds all the pretty little songbirds and that. But my father, in the morning, he feeds crows. And I think these crows need them. I used to take my dog out for a walk, and those crows would be going, "Dad, Dad!" At least that's what I told them. That they were yelling for him to come out, and they wanted to be fed. I think at a point they kind of recognized me coming when I was walking with my dog at the time too. I've been searching for a crow feather for the longest time. I wanted to put it with one of my stories that I tell during the winter. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And I wanted to use that crow feather in my story. And it talks about how the animals brought melted the snow and brought fire to the earth. And surprisingly, it was a crow's job that he was the one that did it. But that's a story for sitting around winter nights. There, look, I'm getting close. I'm getting close to finishing here. So I got, I thought I was going to get 3, but no, I'm going to get the 4th and last petal on right here. And you know, you don't have to go right down. Sometimes there's things that look symmetrical, and other times there's things that are not quite, but that's okay. Like I said, that's okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I started that a little way up the petals so that eventually I'm just going to close the petals off here. 1, 2, up in the middle, go through 2, and then I think I'm going to close this up pretty soon here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there, my friends, it's done. And now what I might do, like I said, this is going to be a card holder. I guess I could put my stems coming down here. I could put them over here. But whatever looks nice, whatever you want to do. So I think I'll put it like this, coming on the side. And now we'll use the green for the stem, the turquoise color. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 turquoise beads. And they're going to come down like so. You can't see my videographer here, but she's there. Thank heavens for her and all her filming she does for me. She's my unpaid unpaid employee. She gets my love. Oops, I dropped my earphone. She gets my love, and she gets my I guess making dinners for in payment in lieu of money. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to, oh, somebody going by on one of those ATVs. I bet you my microphone picked that up. I was getting busy at this time. What's going through now? Oh, big truck. Okay, now I got my stem done. So now I'm going to come out and I'm going to make little wee leaves. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you know what? I'm not even going to make them into a petal. I'm just going to take those 4 and that's going to be it sticking out there. Oh, by the way, I love seeing the work that you do. I just love it. It's always nice to see people learning. And you know what? We're going to put on the next stem here, and then I will be finished. To be finished the top, and then you can start the edging. And I think everybody has a good idea how to do the edging. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there, it's not, you know, not so complicated, but it's a little simple design, but it works. And we'll tie that off. And cut that off there. And I'll put that right in my yellow beads. Now what you're going to do, you're going to take that piece that we just beaded and we're going to put it over top of this. Now I noticed with my one on here I got a little bit of lines where I was cutting. I think I'm going to cut those off. Hopefully you don't have any of those in your package. But if you do, just cut the black line off and you should be good. Okay, now it's up to, we're going to start beading on the edge stitching on the edge of this. And we'll go right through the 2. Now we're going to have a little see how this is, we're putting 2 together now, and we're going to do what we did originally, put on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I don't get paid at all.
Did you hear that? As usual, my daughter making jokes. Okay, so there's the 3. We're starting with the 3 and then up. 3 down and you come up through that last bead. And then 1, 2. And then we're going to go down, go through both of these and then come up through 2 of them. So you're going to have to hold on tight to these, my friend. But now what's going to happen is we're going to go right along here, over, and down. And again, I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to continue on, and so will you, and then I'll meet you up at the end when we're finished. See you in a bit. Hey friends, here I am back again. And I hope you have finished your beading around the edges. Completely around, and then right up here. I even went so far to add some more colors on here so that you could see what it looks like filled in. But there you go, here's your finished product. And happy beading. I hope to see yours again once more once you're finished. I would like to see a picture post of it, because I'm always interested to see what other people do. So happy beading, and we'll see you the next time. Bama P, go up, man.